Alright, so for today, we are in the Dolphins offensive playbook, and we're going to be taking a look at the tight slot halfback week. And for the audibles, I like to have the post wheel drag, the read option, 4 verticals, and mesh spot. And I like to come out in the cheat flat X post out of the normal Y off close, and I want my receivers on the left side, and then I would audible to the tight slot halfback week. So let's just start off with the post wheel drag. So for this setup, I'm just going to go ahead and throw my tight end on a corner, and I'm going to go ahead and streak my slot receiver circle, and we can go ahead and either leave it like this. Our hot read is our corner route from X, but I can put an in route on triangle and then flat my running back. So I'm going to look at my slot first. Go ahead and pass lead my corner out upfield. And now we're going to look at our post. And to get that even more open, I'm going to go ahead and put my slot guy on a streak. Actually, we're going to do a curl and stem him upfield. I can also go ahead and throw my receiver on this drag, so we have a mesh concept across the middle between both of our drags, and we have that post over top. But something we could do to open up the drag from our receiver, we can go ahead and flat circle right here and look for one of these. So right here we're going to have X. And now we're going to have our receiver triangle. I can also do a stem down corner route from our outside receiver circle, and we can go ahead and put our tight end on that streak. We're going to go ahead and pass lead that towards the sideline. And now we can run something like this now. You can even motion out this guy for better spacing. And see, we're going to have our corner route on the sideline right here. Let's run it again. See, now we have our in route. Next, we're going to look at the read option. I just like to just hand the ball off. I'm pretty much never going to keep it with my quarterback. We're going to go ahead and try that again. Snap it. It's not the best run in the world. There's not a difference between this and the inside zone. But I can motion over one of our receivers and give it like a bunch look and then snap it. Or I can motion my tight end over or my receiver. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to try to keep it. So that is another option we could do, but you want to make sure you look at that read key before you take it off with your quarterback. And how you identify that, you're going to go ahead and show the play art, and the R is the read key. And if he decides to crash inside for the running back, go ahead and hold X. So we're going to hold X here. Next setup, I like 4 verticals. We're going to go ahead and go into that. I'm going to do a stem down post route from our square receiver. We can either throw that tight end on that corner, and we're going to put a streak out the backfield from the running back. So my main read is I'm going to look at that running back, but we have those wheels as a speed flat option. So let's go ahead and try to hit both of those. I'm going to even do a crosser. I sometimes like a post or a crosser on square. can even motion out this guy, throw him on an in route, and then we can go ahead and streak our tight end right here. And we can still throw our running back on his streak. We can also run something like this. Now we're going to have that comeback and a flat route. I love this. We can hit our flat here. But if they're playing underneath, I love that comeback route. They're really good this year. We can do a curl. We can do that post route. Now we can run something like this. We can actually stem this down a little bit. Actually, let's turn this into a hitch. I like a hitch. We're going to go ahead and snap this. Give it right to square. Just cover 3 and cover 4. And for the last play, we're going to look at the mesh spot. And something I like to do, we can do a flat, an in route, and we can go ahead and flat our tight end. We're going to look at our in route first. That's one of my first reads. And then we're going to go ahead and see this wheel out the backfield. I like to possession that so we don't get that knocked out. And a one-play touchdown against cover 3, I like to go ahead and streak the tight end, motion out the receiver, and I'm going to go ahead and block my running back. And if we can buy enough time, I like to roll out with my quarterback. And I like to pass leak that down away from the inside third. I'm going to also throw my running back on a Texas route and then flat our tight end here. So I'm going to make a read between our drag and Texas route. So we're going to hit a drag right here. And then right behind that, we're going to have our Texas route. We can do the same thing like before. I'm going to go ahead and leave the wheel route because sometimes it's going to pull out any quarter and third, and we're gonna just leave that drag from the tight end. So we like to look at that drag, but this corner route can get wide open, and again we can stem this down for an early cut. And now we're gonna pass leak this upfield, and now I can make a setup like this now. We still have that concept on the left side where we can hit our wheel route. But now we still going to leave the post from circle. We can stem this down a little bit if we need to. But we can have him across the middle. Or we can have the wheel. I'm going to try to hit that. And it's just one setup. One adjustment, I mean. And now we have a running back out the backfield. And something else, a popular setup in the game, out of bunch. I'm going to go ahead and put circle on a zig. We're going to go ahead and flat our receiver triangle. We can flat our running back here. And you can see we're gonna have this zig route from our receiver circle. And you can even put your outside receiver on that in route to make it look nice. Or you can leave the wheel on the running back and flat our slot receiver square. Hit our drag here. So I'm going to go right back to it. I like this wheel better instead of the hot routed one. So this is better. Yeah. Or you can run double zigs here. And you can motion out your running back out at wide and put him on a speed out. You can block the back, or you can put him on that in route. So we can run a setup like this. And it works the same way, even though we have that speed out on the running back. Actually, it should work even more. So you want to make sure you don't have that running back early. I can show you how open that gets. Even I'm going to leave the stock here. Yeah. Gets wide open.